Thanks, Elaine. Coming third, there's not much left to say. After all those fine words, I perhaps might start off with that quintessentially Australian welcome and say g'day. Rather than welcome or good morning, which sounds a little bit too formal, I think, for the Hamilton Town Hall on occasion. So, g'day, welcome to the Hamilton Town Hall. Can I acknowledge also Councillor David McLaughlin, my friend here, who's carried on this tradition that's been going here for now nearly eight years, and also Teresa Gambaro, the federal member for Brisbane, to John Letty from the Hamilton Rotary, who have been partners in this endeavour for those 8 years, to Elaine, and also to Maria, who's here reading the message. Nothing more quintessentially Australian than reading someone else's message. Most importantly, can I welcome you all here? Because this is really what we're all here about. We're here to welcome you. I just went through the list of countries where people have come from, and there's 13 different countries represented on that list today, and I think that's fantastic because it is a sign of the strength and diversity of Australia, and also it's a sign of the ongoing attraction of our country to other parts of the world. And I want to thank you also for making a tough choice, because I don't think it would be an easy choice to willingly give up the citizenship of your country of birth and take a pledge to join another country. And I think of it in football terms maybe, and that's something Australian as well. But it's like giving up the team that you played with and that you supported in the suburb that you were born and moved to another city and took it up. It's sort of like giving up Collingwood and coming to support the Brisbane Lions. It's something that almost makes your teeth grate sometimes. But we thank you for doing that, and we welcome you for doing that, because you are part of a tradition here at the Hamilton Town Hall that has been going now for 8 years. And that's a little bit about the story of Australia as well. A new country where people have come and have started their own traditions. They haven't been bound by all the things that were done in the past. We've been able to start and develop our new traditions. And so you join part of that community of people as well, which I think is a fantastic opportunity. But those new traditions are built on some very solid foundations, some things that have started and go back almost 1,000 years in our history, in our joint history together. The history of democracy, the history of the rule of law, and our tolerance, as Teresa mentioned, and our diversity, our tolerance for the other person's point of view. And we're about to enter into a pretty hectic period. You know, we've all heard about politics, and I won't bore you with that. That is boring, and you can say what you like about that. That's very Australian too. But we do listen to other people, and we are part of a country that does respect other people's points of view, no matter how much we might disagree with them. And so we change governments smoothly and with respect, and we have a stable and solid platform upon which we can build our new traditions. And I think that's a fantastic part of what makes Australia great. We also have that quintessential character or characteristic called mateship. And people sort of say, what is mateship and how is it displayed? Is it just a couple of blokes saying, I love you mate, after too many beers down in the pub? Or is it something more than that? And it is something more than that. And we saw it here in this part of the world only a year ago, only about 2 kilometres away, when about 3,000 people came together at Doomben Racetrack one Sunday morning to create the Mud Army that went down to places like Albion and helped those businesses down there clean up. People they didn't know, Dave and I and Teresa were part of it, just walking through the water and the mud and the slush, saying, can we give you a hand, can we help you? How can we make things better again? And that, if you want to put it clearly, is what mateship's all about. And that's what you're joining as well. And with that comes obligations. An obligation to vote. You don't have a choice because we'll fine you. And that is uniquely Australian. But also other obligations. Obligations to serve on a jury, to participate in community life, to be part of what we're building and continue to build here in Australia. And I talk about it as active citizenship. And I throw it out as a challenge to people. At all of these ceremonies that I've been at, I've spoken about my challenge to new people, to people who are new to Australia taking up citizenship. And the challenge is to be part of your community, to take part in that active citizenship, to join organisations like Rotary, to join your kids' P&C, to participate in the full range of community life that's available, and to make a change and a difference here to our communities throughout Queensland and throughout Australia. So today is not just about a shardy, a goldie and a barbie, it's also about having some idea about what it is you're joining. And I hope you do have that idea. I hope you do take up that challenge of active citizenship. Most importantly, I hope you enjoy to the full the benefits of Australian citizenship, and you have a great day on a hot, steamy Queensland typical Australia Day.